Hello, welcome to another episode of Black Ice 73. I am Black Ice 73. Today I'm giving you an update on the quadruple murder that happened in Columbus, Georgia in the summer of 2019. There have been details brought to us by the people who were on the scene telling us, what took place. So, I know I did three stories on this before. So, I did three stories on this before, so I want to give you an update on what they seen and the description they gave about the quadruple murder. And the guy who the father of the father of the three children who committed the murder also committed suicide that same year in jail. So it's Columbus, Georgia. Some called it the most heinous crime of 2019. Others say it's the worst the Factor City had ever seen. These are the kind of cases you have to thank God for giving you the strength to do the job, said Mr. County Coroner Buddy Bryant. He quote, people all the time say I had the toughest job in the world. Sometimes I feel that I do. End quote. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, in 2019, this guy, I think his last name Jackson, he killed his children's mother and three of his children. And when he was arrested, that's about a month or two later, he committed suicide inside of the jail. So now this is the coroners and some of the police officers talking about what took place there. So here you go. Listen, ma'am, just please get it. This is from the one of the young people one of the people who nephew done showed up at the scene. They told their mom and said, flee to call police. They said, ma'am, just please get a police officer here. My nephew showed up at my house, scratching up and beat all up. My son and them just went to their house and they said everybody in the house is dead. That was Sabrina Jackson told 911 operator in July 18, 2019. And you know how some people, some people don't believe that their family member did something like this. So that same week, his sister and a bunch of the victim family members, they got arguing over Facebook. Cause the sister told my brother would never do like nothing like this, and people like, yes, your brother did it, but I understood the sister. You wouldn't think that somebody in your family had did that killed their three children, and also the mother of their child. Yeah, they said you can also see body camera footage from the first responder inside the Elizabeth Candy apartment home. So on July the 18th, 2019 was a day some people would never forget. It's the day Tambrance Jackson said he stabbed his girlfriend, Jacqueline Spellman, and three young children, King, Kristen, and Cassie, to death. He said, I did it, okay? I killed all of them. I did it. Jackson seen on video camera inside the interview room. I killed them all. I wasn't thinking clearly. Wasn't myself. A lot going on through my head. I did it. I did it. I did. I don't want nobody having my kids. That's a strong statement right there. It's in the coming weeks, new little 9, Samantha will be able to bring you an in-depth look and take you back in the days this all happened, and then you take an inside look into what led to these murders. They said we also plan to speak with both family in this case and talk to the domestic violence expert about the signs you should watch out for preventing something like this from ever happening again. But the thing is, there is no Nothing an expert can tell a woman or a man who refused to leave the person they so-called love who committed domestic violence on them. You can listen to all these doing cinema statements or and stuff like that and tell you like if somebody hit you one time, they'll continue hitting you. You need to lead that relationship. But in some cases, some women, and also men, but most of the women don't see them as somebody who would kill them or hurt them. You know, they make excuses for him, like saying, "Oh, he's just having a bad day. He's stressed out at his job. Uh, uh, I was the cause of this. If I only shut my mouth, it would never hit me." They make up excuse for it in some cases. So it's no expert. It's no psychiatrist. It's no anybody can tell you or convince you to leave somebody or domestic violence when you not have your own mindsets to leave. Because there have been many other cases that women had left and came back to that same person or that person convinced them to come back. And the same situation kept on happening until they got killed. In some cases, some women I know personally have seen their mother and auntie, older cousins go through that same domestic violence, and they keep their man, and their man, and in their mind, some people or adults told them, "Oh, he loved me. He just showing that he loved me. You don't want me to cheat on him." So you planting that same crap inside your children, inside your daughter or son head that if somebody beats you, they love you. I'm speaking from personal experience that what I heard growing up that some women say, "Oh, he love you. That's all it is. He just showing you. He don't know how to express his emotions with word, so he uses his hand. So don't worry. You know, you don't believe me. It's true. And I'm sure you can go through the internet and find people saying that. Find abusive people saying, you know, he only beat me because he loved me. So it, there's nothing you can do. So in some cases, I know personally, it's the brother or cousin they'll go there and jump on that man and beat him up. The woman get mad at the family members for defending her. Like, y'all don't know what's going on in my house. So in many cases, family members stop responding or stop, come they mess around and get arrested or become the victim because they're taking up for that lady. And you like after a while you like no sense to keep going over there, man, because she gonna keep running back and so when she start telling you like I don't even want to hear it, you ain't gonna do nothing. Go back to him. This ain't nothing I'm making up. It's actual. This is actual how, and I don't see in cases one how a brother or a cousin going to think a sister or family member end up fighting the man, and the girl help the man fight the darn cousin or the brother. This ain't no made up thing. This ain't something I'm just saying and putting out my butt. I don't see him plenty of time. I don't see the darn woman tell them, get out. Don't come back. You gonna mess up my family. In a lot of them cases, I know people don't want to hear this, but a lot of these cases is because the man is the one paying the bills, taking care of her, or she considers herself being taken care of because he go ahead and buy some nails or buy some fake hair, take him on a dinner date or all that stuff. To my, oh yeah, he good to me. You're gonna mess up my family. In some cases, in a lot of cases, like the person end up dead or end up being in the hospital. In one case, I seen on the ID channel with this black couple, and she stayed with the man. The man set her on fire. But I also seen some cases, true life cases, about a husband beating on his wife, and while he was sleeping drunk, she set the bed on fire. He happened to just wake up and get out. I don't think he beat on her no more. But cases like that, she didn't go to jail. It just stayed in the neighborhood. Like, yo, did you hear about old girl? I was a child then, but they're like, did you hear about old girl tried to set the bed on fire while you were in it? He barely just escaped. I was like 9, 10-year-old. You hearing stories like that. And some people, in some cases, the women, no cases, the women were thinking it funny. The lady was like, ha, ha, he had it coming. She got tired of his mess. With us, we're like, oh, so this how a relationship is? Growing up as a child, this is what you got to go through? No, this is not what you go through as a child. This is not what you should be going through as a child, or seeing as a child, how reckless and how irresponsible that our parents was or our parents' friends was. That's why you have so many broken homes now. I say this all the time. I know people, if anybody look at my video, I know people might say, hey, you wrong. But I say this all the time. My parent generation, my grandmother children, and people other grandmother children, our parents, they failed us. We were failed by our parents. The parents were born in the late 40s and early 50s and stuff like that. And they grew up in that Woodstock area, that civil rights movement and stuff like that. They failed their children. They failed them. That's when the homes started being broken homes. Not with the parents, you had a 2-parent home. Before then, you had 2-parent homes. You had the man taking care of the house, and the women taking care of the children most of the time. And every once in a while you had children. You had our grandparents out there both working and stuff. But when that civil rights movement came, and the welfare system and all that kind of stuff came, it was a whole bunch of broken homes. There was a whole bunch of men that had to sneak in at nighttime just to see their children, because a woman wasn't gonna let the man move in because he ain't gonna mess up them with their free rent, half price rent. I'm not afraid to say it. I love my mom, I love my daddy. But I just love them because they're my mom and my daddy. There's a lot of things we seen as a child. It's something they didn't see. For example, my mama and her 5 siblings, they grew up with my granddaddy in the same house. But my mama got 8 children. I mean, not 8 children. My mama got 7 siblings. The other 3, they were born after my grandmother and grandfather got a divorce. But what I'm saying is, our parents, who were born in the late 40s and the early 50s, are the reason why the parents of my age really didn't know how to raise a child. They became children friends. Not I. Don't get it twisted. They ain't come my doing child friend. I raised my child the opposite of what I was raised. Matter of fact, when I was 14, I was living with my older sister. And she was just, what, 5, 6 years older than I am. So, the reason I'm saying that, all this, because to me, the broken family and the broken home started with the parents raised in the 40s, late 40s and the early 50s, or the 50s period. If they had took the same route as their parents, there'd be a lot of lovely homes instead of this venom. Yeah, I said it. I said it. I mean it too. I'm not saying it just for something. This is how I feel. For example, you heard what that dude said. When he did his police interview, he said, "Yes, I killed them. I killed my 3 children because he didn't want nobody else raising or being around his 3 children." That's a sick way to think, but that's the way a lot of people do things. There's a way a lot of people think. So, I'm gonna bring you part 4 of this story. I'm gonna do an interview with the parents and the sisters and the brothers of the person or the victim or the person who committed the done crime. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, hit the share button. And I'll talk to you later.